guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today I'm going to do a full mixed media piece on Canvas. So many of you write me, especially those who are new to my channel or new to mixed media altogether. And you guys always ask for me to do more big hair girls, more odd girls, because they're really fun to do when you're starting out and you don't have to worry so much about the aesthetic of the face, I guess is kind of where we're at. And I have to tell you guys, thank you so much for all the wonderful comments and messages that you guys sent me about the magazine faces I did the other day. Quite a few of you requested for me to do that on a canvas as well. So that'll be a video coming up soon. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the face that I'm going to use. And I got to decide whether I want a big hair girl this time or an odd girl. And I think I'm going to do a big hair girl. So, and what I'll do is I will link up here and down below one of my big hair girl video, another one if you want to go check it out. Maybe you hadn't seen it yet. Or you could search my channel. I think I did a video on that, but we'll see. So here we go. I just have a regular piece of paper. This is mixed media paper. And this is one of the things that I love. It is a circle grid. AC Moore has these. I know they do. Michael's has them. They're where the drawing things are in the store. A lot of you write me and want me to do giveaways on these, so I should grab another one and do another giveaway. And yeah, so that's what this is. If you don't have one of these, don't worry about it. Lately, I have been a little off. Having issues with my memory and just all kinds of stuff with, you know, the medication and illnesses, as most of you know who have the same as I do. You'll know how disheartening that can be, but I'm going to move forward and see if I can. So if I say something that you're like, go girl, what are you talking about? You'll understand why. Let's go. So this is going to be for my canvas, the face. Now, I'm going to use a board canvas that's probably, I don't know, 5 by 7. So that's what I was debating. I might use this piece of paper for this, just because it's not going to be that big. And a lot of you want to know more about drawing smaller faces, because I draw a lot of big faces. So let's see what we can accomplish. So this is just half of a piece of mixed media paper. It could be printer paper, scrapbook paper, watercolor paper, drawing paper, whatever you got. Don't worry about it. Use a piece of book. Like if you got a book that you rip pages out, use that. Go to the dollar store. There's a million books there for $1. Grab that. Doesn't matter what it's about. It's that you're going to draw on it and paint. There we go. Okay, so I want my big hair girl to go off the page because I dig that. So I'm just going to kind of sketch out you know, how I want her hair to be, right? Now, you can make her hair end. Sometimes I do it that way, so it kind of goes off the page sideways. Sometimes I'll do all of it, so it ends here. This one is how I'm going to do it right now. And then I'm going to do, I want her to have some hair here, but what I'm going to do is just kind of sketch in just a little bit of her face. And I'm going to sketch, because I want to make this a little smaller than normal, so I don't want, I just want to have a general idea. I'm going to go like that for the head. And all I did was, you see how it's wider up here, and that's going to be her chin. And then, you know, my normal neck, right, that we do. And then we could take, now we can, if you don't want to be worrying about the shoulders and all that, just take the neck down like that. We're just drawing. We're not curing cancer. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could. If I could cure cancer, I would. I'd cure many things. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I know I want it to come down, because like her ears would be here. I'm not doing ears, but I think what I'm going to do is bring this down from here, because, you know, I like my little curls here. Do it like that. Now it kind of looks like I'm starting a Bride of Frankenstein, which I've done those. I love those. I did that one in black and gray. Okay. All right. So see how easy that is? And I'm just erasing some of those lines, and that's only for my visual. It doesn't have to be. And these could be, I mean, you can sit and you can measure, like, Oh, okay, so it's down that far. And then you could take it so it matches that far, right? You know, it depends on how OCD. Now, is that even the same? I don't know. Huh, funny. I'm OCD and I can't even do it right. Isn't that funny? My normal is not on point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do stuff. I'm just leaving. Why fuss? Who the hell cares? Okay, so now I have that. So now, and like I said, we're drawing this first, and I'm going to paint her, and then I will get my mixed media canvas ready, and we'll do that, putting everything on. And I'll speed through a few of the things, like watching me glue things on and glue drawing it. We don't need to be seeing that. But here we go. Very, very simple. And what I'm going to do next, and you can see that great, that's easy. If you guys want me, that's another thing. You wanted it all, you like the long videos, you're going to get one with me babbling. Do you want me to see, I was going to make a stencil out of this shape or a similar shape that I do faces on. A few of them, you know, different ones that I do. And then you can print them out on my website for free. No big deal. And then you can download them, and then you can, you know, draw on them. You already have the face, because a lot of you have problems with the face shape as well, and feel that the face is too much, and you know what I mean? So let me know what I could put up for free for you on my website that would be beneficial to you. Like I said, this whole thing right here would be great to download. So just let me know. Okay. Enough of me talking. Now, generally what I like to do, and I'm not really, how do you say? You know, I'm not really a stickler for this stuff. I just do the best. I'm going to take from the chin, and I'm just going to go very lightly and draw a line down, right? And it's to be basically, you know, half down. There you can see, look, I'm off a little bit. I don't give a crap. I'm going to go down 3/4, halfway of the face, because that's where we're going to see the eyes. Now, you already see that we have the forehead and all. You know what I mean? So you kind of have it already drawn for you. But I'm just going to draw a line going across for the eyes. Again, on point, not me, not today, don't care. I'm just having fun. And then I'm going to go down a little bit more, probably like an inch, inch and a half, depends on what you want to do. And I'm going to do a line for the nose. And then I'm going to go down just a little bit further, and I'm going to do the line for the mouth. Now, I can see my chin's going to be a little bigger than I want, so I can play around with the lips a little bit. It gives me a little bit of room. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the eyes. So we see this line going here. And remember, we want a general amount here that's kind of, you know, they're kind of in sync, but it doesn't have to be to the millimeter. Do you know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark here and here, and I'm just doing it by eye. And we all know, girl, I can't do much by eye, but the whole point is to have fun and draw. It doesn't matter that your hands don't let you do it like it used to, or your brain doesn't function correctly. Do it. Just sit down and do it to the best of your ability where you're having fun, because that's the whole point of this. Please don't forget that. It's not about you looking like somebody else or yours look. Everybody has their own thing and their style, and I enjoy art. Am I good at it? No, not really. I'm not as good as I used to be either because of my disabilities. But guess what? I love it. And if I didn't have a chance to do this every day, you know, or I would be nuts. Okay, so now I'm going to put this around here. And then I'm going to do like the same right there. Nothing major. Now you can see, yes, it's not as long as that. We'll just move it down like that. No big deal. And then let's put in her eyelid. We're just going to go line to line. You know, the best that you can. Nothing too fancy. See how we're just doing them like that? Now, you don't have to put a bottom. It depends on how fancy you want to be. I like to put a bottom, and I'm just going very lightly. But I like doing the bottom, you know, making the almond shape. Can speak. All right, and then just a little bit for the eyelids. And we can go back and erase them later. We're just putting, you know, just so some of the eyelid shows. Not a big deal. And now I'm going to go in for the eyes, and I'm just going to do Now remember, your pupils are always in the middle no matter what. So all I like to do is go do a general dot. Okay, no big deal. I'm just going to keep it like that, but I'm going to take and just do. Now, if you want to use this, which is why I brought it out to show you guys, you can take and pick a circle that you like for the eyes, right? And go ahead, draw your circle like that. And then do it here. Put that little dot in the middle, similar, and just draw your circle. Now, if you were, let's see here. Okay, come on, baby. You know I picked the wrong circle just because. Did you guys all scream like, oh no, it's the wrong circle? Yeah, such is life, right? I'm going to draw a circle right there. And we can play with that more when we're done. Now, look, I can see as I do this and put this straight, my eye is a little more up than I want it to be. So I'm just going to do that. Now, I don't edit because, and I know a lot of people do, and that's fine, because I like you to see the mistakes. That's why I do YouTube videos, so you can see my mistakes and see when you're doing it that you're not, you're not the only one. If I edited this and made it, and I'm just going in and redoing the circles, if I edited this so everything was spot on and you only saw the good that I did, and then you went and tried and maybe you weren't having a good day and you couldn't do it, what does that mean? Then you don't want to do it because you can't. All right, the nose, I'm just going to do, what kind of nose am I going to do? I'm going to go a little here, just like a little U, and just go like that. And then I'm going to give her a light nose. Very easy. We're going to play with that and smooth that out. And then I'm going to take this up. That goes into her nose. And I'm not going to do the other side right now. I'm just going to continue to draw. All right, so here is our mouth. So I'm going to go down here and make a V. A million ways to make a mouth. I have a million ways on here how you can make her. And I just kind of go in and follow that with the line. And then I can see her mouth is going up a little bit because I have the paper turned because. Okay. We'll just do this little line there again. All going to be played with. We can change it. And then I'm just going to do a lip. Both sides. Pull it down. There. Now her chin looks perfect. Okay, so let's go back to the eyes really quickly. And I'm going to take this. Do you have to change anything? No. Be proud of what you did. But if it bothers you like it bothers me, we just want to bring this a little closer to the eye. See? A little closer to the eyeball for now. Okay. I can see this is off a bit. It's all right. Today I have to draw with my paper like this so it screws me up. Only because I'm just not in the best of shape today. And my hands hurt, so just trying to do the best I can. What are you going to do? You know? I'm just going to go over that like that. And then here we go. And we have her eye. I'm just going to go back and trace it. I'm going to put her little pupils in there for now. And I can go back and play out with that later. So now you kind of see where we're at. Very simple. Not a big deal. The mouth is crooked. I can see that. I'm crooked. What can I say? What can I say? And that's really why I have the green ruler here to use it, but don't use it. I don't know why. Why don't I use it? I have it sitting here. I think I forget. let's just do like this. And then deal with it when I color. It'll be a little better. It's all right. No big deal. And this is a little wide. Okay. That's it. That's it. That's it. So now what I like to do, which is really, don't know why I draw, but I do it anyway, is I erase it all. Let's erase just very lightly. So I don't like the graphite mixing in with my, no, I can leave the hair a little bit. La-da-dee, la-da-doo. Okay. People go nuts when I do this, and people go nuts when I do a mixed media background and cover it in black. Or cover it with white or whatever. Alright, that's all. Nothing. You can see, you can still see it. Ain't nobody gonna be hurt. There. So, let's paint her very quickly. I'm not going to go into picking colors, you know, and mixing them for flesh and all. I'm going straight for flesh, light flesh as it is from full card. I don't know, that was kind of anticlimactic, but hey. What are you gonna do? Let's find me my paintbrush. I'll just use this one. I'm gonna go in. I just have my brush. I didn't even wet my brush. And I'm gonna follow. Paper is not gessoed. Nope, don't. I know I'll be asked that. Nope, not gessoed. It is just on here. And I'm just doing a piece. Very easy. Like I said, I'm not worrying about shading and contouring and all that. I'm just painting her flesh color. Following my lines, which I can still see. Speaking of, well, let me do the neck and I won't be able to talk and concentrate. I'll get this in. Okay. I'll have to show you my nails. They're awful. My right hand, because I am right-handed and everything I do is right-handed, so that means everything from cooking and cutting and dishes and everything. Wait until you see my right hand. I really got to do my nails again. Okay. A little bit more just to make sure. Now remember, we're going to cut her out, so we're not going to worry too much if you're in or out of the lines. Just make sure you're in as much as needed. Okay, so that's going to dry for a second. Let me show you. Because I know so many of you write me about my nails or comment about my nails, but look at this hand. This one broke the other day, yesterday. It grabbed on. What the heck was I doing yesterday? I was doing something yesterday. And I went and grabbed onto something, and it must have had like a little, like, tear or something. And that's why having the nail wraps on and all that are so good, because the nail things, because it helps with that. But it grabbed and it ripped all the way down there. And I've not had my nails that short since, what, how long ago? And it hurt so bad. I just sat there and was like, oh my God, crying. Nobody was around. Just me. Nobody cared. This one, I was growing. These two were really, really good. And then this one all of a sudden cracked, like right down there. And it was just, there was no saving it. I tried. There was no saving it. But this one's growing because that's the one that broke. This one's growing. That broke before. So those two are growing. And these thumbs are just, they're just growing. Now you look at this hand. And you can see my pinky broke. This one broke. But they're growing really, it's just paint and stuff all over. But they're growing really fast. They're growing good. But what a disappointment those are. But it is what it is. I'm so rough with my hands because I do everything with my hand, you know. And I'm so used to not having nails or having to worry. But that's kind of what happens. All right. So then, next. So I'll do a video. I'll do a vlog and all my nails again because I got to put more wraps on. I just haven't. Honestly, I'm lucky that I get out of bed. So, and I know a lot of you can relate to that. So I think for her hair, let's make it, what color? What color? What color? Color? Let's do blue heaven. Let's do blue. Let's just do it. That gives me, because I'm going to do the her fair, right? Don't you agree? I'm going to do her first and get her basic colors in. So then when I do the canvas, it's all, I know what I'm doing. Like, you know what I mean? I can do the background accordingly. And sometimes I do this. Sometimes I do it the other way. So I'm going to squirt some paint. Gonna squirt some paint. Squirt. And if you sing like that, all right. So I'm just going in. You can see. I'm going to go on the outside here and just add my little squiggles. And then come down here. And that's all. I'm going to do bangs. I got to decide that yet. And look, same thing over here. Well, Kel, you put a lot of paint on there. Yeah, I bet you a bottom dollar I did. All right. I don't know what the heck that means, but I'm just going to do that. Paint that in. Because remember, we can cut the hair out and make it whatever we want. So right now, I'm just going to lay all this color in. And I'm okay with the texture in the inside, as you're going to see in a second when I'm done. And then I'll add a little bit more. Because it's going to be, you know, I'm adding texture to the hair without, you know what, I'm just going for this here. I'm just going to keep the little curl going. You see what I'm saying? And let me do a little bit here. I'm just moving my brush. You can see very slowly in and out. That's what she said. All right. Okay. Okay. Now you see this. It looks like somebody had an accident on there or something. So I'm just taking my brush and I'm just going like this all over. Pat, 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 mush, 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 mush. Do it, 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 do it. If you don't want to do this, and I'm only doing it because I squirted a lot of paint on there and I want some texture in her hair. You know, go around the side just a little bit, just to add, you know, in the little bang area. It's all right if we need to do another coat of the blue underneath because of the skin. It doesn't matter. We can. But the texture will be dry. Okay. So I just don't want any, like bumps. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the texture of the smushing it. Okay. There we go. I don't like her so far. Oh, I like her. Now I'm cleaning my brush off again. God darn it. The brush that I wanted to use was right there in front of me, and I looked everywhere, and I even looked past it. Oh, well. What you gonna do? Now, this is when I'm gonna forward so I can dry this without you having to watch. Okay, so I did the eyes and the nose, and my computer, I don't know why it keeps crashing today, but there's updates. Every time I get on, there's updates. Anyway, let's continue. So I just traced over the eyes and the nose. And I'm going to trace the lips. And you can see, if I hold this up, you can see the lips underneath. And that's all I'm going to copy. Just do a basic. It doesn't have to be, you know, spot on. You're just drawing. I like just to do the line through and then do her lips because we're going to color them. And I took a little brown marker and I just kind of went around the neck a little bit to, you know, emphasize it a little bit just so it kind of separates, you know, the chin from the neck. I'm going to be cutting it out, so I'm not too worried about it. Now, on the eyes, I want them to have, I want some eyelids. So we can do the eyelid on top, or we can do the eyelid and give her like more sleepy eyes, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm just going to kind of leave them the way they are. And I'm going to, you know, just put a little bit of an eyelid. And I'll show you. Just like that, because when we color it, it doesn't matter. One eye's bigger. I don't care. But if we wanted to, I'm going to use pencil so I can erase it. If you start from this corner of the eye and just follow this up a little bit, and go to the other corner, what happens is this becomes, you know, your eyelid. And she has a little sleepier look. Do you see what I'm saying? So you're good to do it that way. Sometimes I'll start off not doing it that way, but I'll end up doing it that way. It doesn't matter. Ugh, that is the worst eraser ever. Okay. And I can go back and add a little bit more flush for the face if I want. If the sometimes that pencil, no matter if you use a number 2 or not, it does not come off as good. That's why I love my mechanical pencils, because it's not as deep in the pigment area. But like I said, I'm not worried about that. I can do that over with some more of the paint or whatever. We're going to be going over the eye and all. So let's do the eye first, and let's start with a light color. Let's stick her all in the blues. I'm just going to use the same blue. I'm going to use Blue Heaven, and I'm just going to take it from the lid. And what kind of pen? My cat is driving me nuts today. All right, I'm going to use, I just need a small little one. It's going to take a little bit on my brush. Nothing. I always do this just to take off some of the excess because it's a little spot, and between my hands not working like I like them to, and my eyesight and shaking and all that goes along with everything, I take a minute to do it. You can use marker here. You can use crayon. You can do whatever you want. I'm going in with a lighter blue, and then, yeah, yes, it's the blue that goes on her hair, but it doesn't matter because it's just going to be the bottom layer, so I can kind of see where I'm going and what I'm going to do with her. So that's good for that. My cat is, what are you doing? I don't know what my cat's doing. It's sniffing something. I don't know. This cat's the weirdest cat. Okay. So now I'll go in for the face, and I'll just touch up that little bit around her eye. Okay. Same thing, kind of take some of it off. I'm just going to lay it in. You see, you can clean it up. No big deal. And it'll dry, and we'll be fine. No big deal. And we're going to put white in the eyes, so we're not worrying about it. And this is just a folk art girl. It's nothing. We're not going for, you know, to win any prizes here. We're just playing. Now the lips. We're going to do it with the lips. I want to keep it still muted. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want to do too much, too many different colors. I think a light pink. Let's try. I think just a little pink, like pastel-y colors. This is a little deeper than pastel, so I'm going to mix a little bit here with the face color. Let's see if that'll lighten it a bit. You know, whatever was left on my brush and whatever was left on my mat. And I'm just going to go in. Okay. And if I go outside the lines a little bit, I don't care. I can fix that later. Right now, I just want to lay some color in. And then I can go back here, and I have enough. Now, once that dries, I'll do another coat. Now, here's a suggestion. If you're like me, and, you know, for instance, you see, I like to mix over on my mat or put my paint out, or, you know, take it from my lid. But you definitely can use, you can put a little water here, but it'll change the color a bit. But you can use, they have extender. You can get it for $1 and change at the AC Moore, Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, wherever, that you could put here a little extender, just a dot in here. And I have some, I don't happen to have it sitting here, but you put it there. It's a little dot of it. I've used it before. And what it'll do is just leave it, it'll help it sit and not dry out for you, because I got lights on and everything. And, you know, everything makes everything dry. You know what I mean? The air, the fan on, the whatever. So I'm just going to give that a second to dry. It's just a little bit. You can use your hair dryer or your heat gun or whatever to dry, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm just going to let it dry for a second and go back in, because it did lay down good color, so I'm not too worried about it. And I'm just going to go back real quick, not paying, you know, not worrying too much. Okay, and that's all she wrote for that. Very easy. And then I'm just going to clean this up, because I mess up. I'm horrible with my nails. I had to throw paint on last night on my nails because I was biting them. I have been so stressed out, and I don't know what to do with myself. So Emily was yelling at me. She was like, quit biting them. And because these ones broke, it drives me crazy, you know, because they like all 3 of them broke. If one broke, it's like, oh, okay, but 3. So I just been, you know, so I was like, oh, I got to put color on them so I don't bite them. For some reason, I don't bite them if there's wraps or colors. And I didn't have time to, even though wraps take literally 10 minutes to put on, I just didn't have the time or patience last night. So I had to do that. All right. So now I'm going to take some of the darker blue, which is, what color are you? True blue. I'm going to take my paintbrush from the water and rinse it off and dry it off good. I don't need it wet or anything. I just wanted it clean. And this paint is from Americana, and it's multi-surface satin. So it's not as glossy as a glossy would be, and it's not flat like your normal acrylic paint would be. This is in between, like when you get paint from Home Depot on them, and there's satin and glossy and flat. That's what this is, middle of the road. And that's okay. So I'm just going to take, same thing, a little of the dark blue, going to take it off my brush, and I'm going to put my brush back and forth like this, so it kind of gives it a little bit of a point on the bottom. And then I'm going to go in and just lay some of that on the outside. And it doesn't matter. Everything's fixable. We're just laying, oh my gosh, now my cat's up on my windowsill. I'm just laying it down. On the outsides. Like that. And then we'll go back in with a little bit of the light blue one more time. I'm not going to clean off my brush, but I'm going to put this on, you know, maybe you have a piece of paper, your art journal here, which I should probably have, and then just wipe this paint off like this, right? And I'm just going to take some of it off my brush. And while it's all still wet, take a little bit more of my Blue Heaven, which is my light blue, and touch it in here. And real quick, just run it, and it's going to blend it a bit. And then I'm just going to kind of go in here and touch it around a bit to mute it, but it still has some of that light blue in it. You could put sparkles. You can make it glittery in here so her eye twinkles. You can do whatever you want. Okay. Very simple. So there's like different, you know, different colors in there, and it's all good in the hood. All right, gonna rinse that off. I'll take this off, but oh, please put it on an extra piece of paper. Be smarter than me right now. And now I want to look at eyebrows. Well, what kind of eyebrows do I want? Just want regular eyebrows. So I'm going to take my, let's see, is this brown? Can't read. I'm going to go in and I'm going to do eyebrows. So we have the bridge of the nose going up here. So I'm going to kind of continue. I'm going to leave a little gap and try to continue on and just do a little drawing of eyebrows. So I kind of know where I want them. Do the same over here. And you can make another side of the nose here if you want. I'm not, but you can. And kind of do the same thing, just short. Make this a little darker. Just a little jaggedy, a little kind of, you know, nothing fancy, nothing fancy. Now I want to do her pupil. So I'm going to take, now you can do this many different ways. You can take your circle template. Where is mine? I just had mine, but anyway, it's over there. You can use your circle template. You can use the back of your brush or your pencil. So I'm going to put a little dab will do ya. I'm going to the back of my brush, and I'm going to head it in around there and around there, and we're getting there. So now that I have that, I'm going to grab a smaller brush, even smaller than what I got. I'm going to dip it in this black and roll it around. And just make her some pupils. Remember, we're going to clean everything up when we do the white. And I don't know if you guys are like me or not, but for us with chronic illnesses and on medication, my brain does not function correctly anymore. And I don't mean like the normal fibro fog. It's just, see, sometimes I will sit and think like, you know, well, what do I do next? And I've done this 1,000 times, a million times even. That's it. And then just go back, get a little more paint because you don't want your brush to drag. And just make the circles as circly as you can. Real good. No big deal. Let's get some white in here. And I'm just going to use, what is this called? What did I do with my paper towel? I know I just had it. Oh, I swear. See, that's what I'm talking about. I know I just had a paper towel here, but who knows where the heck it is. I'm going to use warm white. I'm not going to go straight up white because sometimes it can be stark. If that's all you have, use it. I've done it a million times, but I'm going to use my smaller brush, dip a little bit in. Yeah. Just kind of lay it around there. Nothing too fancy because we'll go back. Some people like to paint it white and then paint in it. I don't normally do that, but there's nothing wrong with doing that. I don't think my brain works that way much. Common sense, I guess, is what it's called. But I don't like the texture sometimes, so that you know, it all depends. It doesn't matter. Get you to the same place each time. And again, this isn't a realistic. Okay. Just like that. And I'm going to rinse my brush and I'm going to grab some of my light blue and go around. Let's see, just a little bit. And the reason I'm using the light blue right now is because it will, I can see what I'm doing and it'll shape the eye ball. And then I can go back in with the dark blue if I want. But at least I know where to go in at, if that makes sense. That's just how I work. So I can now reform that just a little bit. Yeah, and it just reforms it. Then we can go back with some more dark blue after it dries. I tell you, I haven't done long videos like this in so long. So I hope you guys like it. You guys always ask for them, and I figured, well, I'll do one and see how it goes. Like a full-on vloggy kind of video, you know? Alright, so we have that, and then we'll just do a little bit of the dark blue, and then we'll move on. Because then I'm going to cut her out. That's all I want to do for her for now. Come on, lid, come off. You were just off 1,000 times. Why can you just not come off? Okay, just a dab will do ya. Yep. Good. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to fix that little pupil I see. A little more black that was sitting here. Roll my brush in it so it makes my paintbrush come to a point in a sense. You can use a marker here too. You don't have to paint. It's up to you. Okay. All right. I'm going to shade that on top, so I'm okay with all that. And let's cut her out for now. And then I'm going to let her dry, and then we're going to do a background. And all I'm doing is following very loosely, but just following what I have here because we could, you know, fix everything up with a smaller pair of scissors. But you see, just taking it off. And let me tell you something, guys. That's even with you if you're still with me here. If you're still with me here, put down below sunflower, because that's my next thing I want to grow. We're in here for like 40 minutes now. What was I going to tell you? Crap, Cal, what were you going to tell? Oh, I'll remember. Oh, I wanted to thank everybody for all your comments and deliciousness over my vlogs as of late, and my my little like tips and tricks for using the magazine. So many of you are begging me to do you begging me. I use that word loosely, asking me to do a art journal page or a canvas, mix me a canvas or something with a magazine page like I did. So I'm going to do one of those coming up as well, which is going to be a lot of fun. So you guys could follow along and do it as well. I'm so glad that you guys, you know, like that and you got, you know, you had fun with it so you could, you know, do a face. All of you sending me emails and sending me the pictures. I love it. I love it. Your ideas are fantastic. I love when you guys send me your art to look at. Through email, not, you know, through the email. Okay, so you see her hair is a little wide at the top. Now, I'm not hating on that. I'm really not. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a little more of this and make it more curvy. And then take it this way. Just a little. And then I'll play with it once it's on. Cut this right here. I'll play with it once I'm on the canvas because I can put it up as if it's going off, but I'm really a little bit happier with that. So not hating on that. So what I'm going to do is set her over here so she can completely dry. And then I'm going to grab a canvas and we're going to be off to the races. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I decided to use my piece of mixed media paper that I started the background on because I'm going to be mailing this out as a random act of kindness, and I don't want it to be too expensive for postage. Postage is so expensive now. I don't even know. I don't even know why. It drives me nuts. So if I move my camera back like that, that's how big it is. I got to do a background on it. I already started the background, so with all that extra stuff I did in another video, so I'm definitely going to use this, but I'm putting her on here, and she only goes up that far, so she's not going off the page. And I like that because now, as you all know, I love me quotes and all that good stuff. I can do something. I can maybe put a nice quote on here or something for somebody that I'm mailing this to. So I'm very happy with that. I'm very excited. So she's laying there. Now, here's what I'm going to do. So I want to keep it in pastel-y colors, right? So what I'm going to do is take some... Okay, I'm going to take some pink. This is basic, Liquitex Basics, and it is light portrait pink. And I'm just going to put it like this. And these go on sale great. This is almost empty. I use this so much, but these go on sale, the Liquitex Basics. These aren't the expensive art paints, but they're just wonderful. They're student grade, but these go on sales constantly, like 3 for $10 and that kind of thing. So always do your Roy G. Biv Black White, and you got life made in the shade with your colors. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a scraper, and these come from Deco Art. You can see they have that end, and then you have like the straight end, which I've totally destroyed. You have that end. I don't even know if you can see that end. No, it's clear. But you can see if I turn it. It's jiggity, jiggity. So you can use whatever end you want. And I'm just going in, and right now, I'm not worrying about the texture. I just want to cover. And I'm going all over. Look how fun. Do it. Just do it. Do it. Like Shia LaBeouf. Alright, maybe I'm the only one who knows what that is. Also, I said the other day, if anybody knew who Major was, to let me know down below. And actually, Major is a character from iZombie. And I don't know if you watch iZombie, but I do. But that's where that name was from. You guys had put... Oh, I can't remember the one. I think Danielle answered it. I can't recall right this second. But I don't think anybody guessed the iZombie. And that's what it's from. Because we watch iZombie. Alright, so you can see now I got it smeared. Look how much fun. All over the place. And this has texture, so I can just, look at that. Hello, how are ya? Texture. Look. Right, and if you want to make it squiggly, look how fun these are. Let's squiggle it. Nice. But I'm obviously not going to. I'm just playing. All right. So that would be great for a different kind of thing. But see, I'm loving, wait a minute. Let me see. I'm loving the green and the blacks pipping through. They're just pipping through. Well, let me try this. Let's see how this comes out. Again, using my heat gun. If you don't have a heat gun, use your hair dryer. If you don't have a hair dryer, go to the thrift store. They are a dime a dozen there. And if you don't have any of those, it doesn't matter. Leave this sit for 5 minutes or so. Go make yourself a cup of tea or watch a video. And it'll be dry. No big deal. YouTube is an endless place for me. Like when I get on there starting to watch videos and all, I'm done. I'll stay there for hours, and I love all your videos, all you guys who are putting up videos. Love it. I love all that you guys do. I could just sit and listen forever. Matter of fact, I got to do another shout out. Now, my shout outs I'm doing, um, a couple people had written me angry, but don't be angry. I'm just going on. If I go on today and film it, I'm going to, whoever's in my feed, I'm going to show, because those are people I watch. I'm not picking anybody out of purpose, you know, like, or not picking anybody out of on purpose. And you want this to be mostly dry if you're doing this texture. Now, here's the thing. If you don't have these tools, it's okay. Use your credit card, you know, all the cards we use, our library, old library card, parking card, credit card, gift card, la 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 card, you know what I'm saying? Use it. And if you have decorative scissors that you can get at the dollar store now, just cut the end and you'll have that decorative scissor as your little scraper. And if you don't, who cares? Use the end of the scraper and I'll show you. I'll show you if I have a card here. If not, I'll show you. All right, I'm going to do this one more second. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you. Okay, let's pretend like this is a store card or a credit card. You see it's completely straight, right? Now we know this would be the side of it and it would be, you know, this way, whatever. So you have this straight. Well, why don't you take your sewing shears, you know, you got the sewing shears and you can cut with them and it makes the thing. So if you're a sewer, you have those. Your kids' decorative scissors or your own decorative scissors. I have many. You can use that and then just cut, and then you'll have that cool design. How cool is that? Look at your dollar store. Look in the clearance aisles at the craft store. They always have, you know, those kind of scissors and all that kind of stuff. If you don't have that and you don't know what you're going to do, take a piece of plastic from or cardboard from a cereal box or what have you. Take your scissors. I don't want to cut that one. Let me do this. Let me grab my blueberry box here because that's another thing coming up. All right, so we have our blueberry box. I know, so healthy, not mine. Okay, so, and let's say you want to make a squeegee. Watch, just do this. La la dee, la la doo, la la dee. Look, scraper, and it's from a box of cereal or what else? Oatmeal, cake mix, potato, whatever. That's what you get it from, and you could do both sides. So do like go cut like points, like back and forth, back, and you can make them smaller. Look, I'm just showing you real quick on here. And we're going and we're going and we're almost there. Yeah. All right. And look. Now look what you got. All right. So let's see how they work. I'm not joking. I'm serious. Now we have a double-sided one. Come on. Let's see. Let's have a piece of paper. Any kind of paper will do. All right. What was I going to do? Color, what did I want to do? Let's do a little black because it'll show the blue through. Let's just do, I'm not doing nothing major. Cardboard, blueberry, 2 different size. How do you think it's going to work? Let's see. Look. All right, so you could scrape it down. I'm just scraping it down. Now I'm going to turn it this way and let's scrape. Well, the paint's not coming off because it probably sucked into the water. I mean, into the page, but look. Look at that texture. Look at that. Can you see it? Can you see it? Look at that. Awesome. Now you can have your other side and come on this side and go like this. And look at that texture. Come on. Don't say you can't do it because you don't have something to do it with. You can do it. We all have boxes and crud sitting around. I have crud on my hands and I can't find my paper towels. Why? Kelly, why? But anyway, you see, you can definitely use this and make it into whatever you want. And you can have delicious texture. Use it in your modeling paste, your molding paste, your paints, whatever. So, how much fun was that? That was a lot of fun. Okay. So now if I lift this up, you can see how you can see underneath? Got some texture. Awesome. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this stencil randomly, and I'm not going to use it straight. You can use it straight, but I'm not. I'm going to use it this way. But what I want to spray on it, so let's hope I can get it. Kelly, let's see. Here's one of them. This is a shimmer, and I don't know how well it's going to show up. It is yellow shimmer, which means there's mica in the yellow. Okay, doing it. And I'm just squirting a little bit there. And lifting up. Look at that. And I'll hold it up when I'm done. So I'm going to turn it this way a little bit and give it a close spray because that'll come out even darker. Look at that. We're mixed mediaing up this bad boy. Almost cursed. But I caught myself. All right. Okay. So you see how we're doing that? Now, while that dries, this is what we should do. Just stay there. We should have a piece of paper by our side. Okay. Like any paper, Cal. Have a piece of paper by your side. Take this, because this could be in your art journal. Pretend like this is your art journal. Go in with this side. Watch. Give it a little help of a wipe. Lift it up. Look at that. Now we're starting another mixed media page in your art journal on a canvas. This could be anything. Is there any more on here? There's might be a little bit more. Let's just do this one more time. I don't clean these, so I won't be cleaning this on the other side, but see, nothing. That got all of it. So look at that. None wasted. We're starting another canvas or mixed media project right there. Come on now. Y'all know, right? All right, I'm going to dry this real quick. I don't know why the three Stooges are in my head. So I want one more color on here. One more color. One more color, one more color. I'm going to use some shiny stuff. And I'll show you them in a second. They are the Dewdrop Brilliance from Sukaneko. These are old. I don't even know if they work, but I've been cleaning my room up and I found them and I'm like, why am I not using them? So I want to use those because I can use them singly and I can use them on different colors. No, I'm not laying down any paper on this. I'm not going to glue any mixed media paper down because clearly I just don't want to do that right now. But let me see. I got this. And what the heck is that? I have no idea. Okay. So I made a rose stencil. And it's on paper, but I'm going to try because I wanted to make sure I could get it cut out and drawn and all. And it worked. So I'm going to use that. So let's do some of these. Collect all 24. All right. And I'm going to use the darker purple. And what color is it? Pearlescent purple. Fast drying pigment ink. So these are pigments and they won't come up. So first, let's just dab this in. And I'm not aiming to have it look like a rose. I just want some pattern there. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can see how pretty that is. Look at that bad boy. My dog's probably laying there going, not a bad boy, mommy. All right. Dun, 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 dun. So we're just adding. Now I'm going to turn it over, give it a little boop press, and just let it lay down any color that it might have on it. Just a little bit, not much. So now let's do one. See, these are delicious and they're mica-y and they're some, like I said, are dried out because I've had these for, if you go back 4 years on my YouTube, I probably was using them. Okay. Let's do some lavender. Let's do a little bit of blue because these are very pastel-y looking, which is kind of what I'm going for on here. And I think I'm just going to do the leaf here. And I'll go on the outside of it a little bit. Just add that little bit. And then maybe I'll just do it upside down. That's what she said. Okay. I'm probably just talking here to myself. All right. Look, look. Oh my gosh, I have to do another video with these. I'm loving the... Look at this pigment. Can you see that? Look at that, right there. Right there, right there. Oh, it's deliciousness. Okay. And I want to use all the colors, like, you know, that I... Or similar colors, because I want to keep it on the lowdown. And then I can just take this and I'll just... These hands are a mess today. I've been having so much fun painting and playing today. I've not been down here in a while. And then you just get that little bit of something, something there. All right, so I'm going to move these out of the way and grab another. Grab another one. Grab another one. Ugh, now my daughter's texting. See, this is why I don't do long videos, because I never get alone. I'm always being... There we go. All right. So let's try some silver. We have Starlight Silver, Platinum, Galaxy, and Copper. Well, I don't know. Copper might be too big, too dark. Let's see. Hey, one open. Okay. Okay. The struggle's real. So I'm going to open it. Just open already. I'm going to take this, and I don't know what the heck this looks like. I just see there's a lot of texture on there, so I'm happy with that. Holy mother of Jesus God. All right, I don't mean anything bad by that. I felt like my Italian grandmom there for a minute. Okay. Just didn't expect such lightness. Oh, really? I pushed hard, and it really came up on that, so. All right. Let's see what we're going to get with this. And you can leave. You see how I did? I left that string hanging on to get it. Must have been smart on that day. And let's just plant this here. No rhyme or reason. I'm going to push it real good. Yeah, nope, can't see much. I mean, you can see the shimmer, but you can't see. That would be great on black, though. Let's just say it. See that down there? Yeah, you can kind of see it, but not really. And that's okay. I'm just going to lay it, get the rest of that pigment off. Not everything's delicious, but this really came, these pigments are great. I'm going to do another canvas with these so I can try all of them out, you know, mix them all up together. So I'm going to lay that there. I'm going to move this out of the way, going to blow that dry. And then the fun will begin by putting her on and then adding everything else. Okay, where were you? There you go. Okay, dry this up real quick. Now here's the fun of doing a mixed media canvas. You can turn it whatever way you want. And what I mean by that is you just dry this. I love the shimmer these brought though. You can emboss on here. You can do whatever you want. If anybody wants to try one of my stencils with my roses that I'm doing, let me know. Down below. Okay. So now you see, let's see how well you can see. You can see, look at that shine on the blue. Look at the shine on the purple. I could turn it this way. Look at that. Turn it this way. So it's just beautiful. So now, what do I want to do? Now that I'm looking at it, do I want her to be here? I kind of like the sideway one. Or do I want her like this? You know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to finish it. I want you guys to tell me which way I should do it. Should I do it this way? The, vertical way? Right? Like this on the background? Or should I do it horizontally? What do you guys think? Because I'm going to put her on and you know, do some good collage and flowers and more mixed media on her, but just got to know what way to turn. And I think I'm going to see what you guys let me know so I know, because I'm kind of torn. So give me a thumbs up if you like these longer videos. I know you guys have been begging for me to do it, and I haven't been because I didn't know, you know, if you guys would be watching a longer video or not of mine in process, but that's all this will be. And let me know. Let me know what you guys think, because what you think and how you feel and your opinions mean a lot to me. So, as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Please share around my YouTube and my stuff and any videos that you really like of mine. And just share them around the internet for me. I know a couple of you who do it constantly, and I'm so thankful. So thank you. And thank you for just being so loving and supportive, all of you. And I'll see you in the next video. Let me know down below. Do we want it horizontal or do we want it vertical? I'll see you later, guys. Bye.